Good evening, I'm Sean Embrock with your HGP Sportscast. We begin with cricket. Chairman of the West Indies selectors, the legendary Clive Lloyd, has thrown his weight behind the current West Indies World Cup squad. More in this report. The legendary former West Indies captain has dismissed suggestions that the Caribbean side has become overly dependent on ace opener Chris Gayle and was missing regular faces like Kieron Pollard and Dwayne Bravo from the middle order. Speaking to the media in Australia on Monday, Lloyd said while Gayle was a key member of the West Indies batting department, the team was blessed with good talent which allowed them to bat deep.
I think we have a very formidable side. If you look at our batting, we bat to 8 or 9. I mean, everybody from 1 to 9 have done extremely well and, posted big scores. So I don't think we have any problem there. Once we bat to our potential, we will be able to do extremely well.
The left-handed Gayle blasted a World Cup record 215 against Zimbabwe in Canberra recently to end a slump which had seen him just 1 half-century in 20 months and an average of 14. West Indies face India in their 5th match at the Walker Ground on Friday. Despite the Windies' recent struggles, Lloyd held out hope for the Caribbean side, especially in the fast bowling area, noting that the results would be seen soon.
The point is that you have a good bowling attack, you have a good batting attack, you have a good all-round side. If we bat, we have to make enough runs to win and defend. I think we do have the bowlers to do so. And this pitch is quite good. It's got very constant bounce and so on. So it's a good cricket pitch.
And in more cricket news, the heavily criticized Duckworth-Lewis formula has received a welcome adjustment. American mathematician Steve Stern has improved the formula, which is now being called the Duckworth-Lewis-Stern method. More in this report from Calvin Chapman.
The modifications have reportedly improved the formula immensely. Professor Stern, who works in the Science and Engineering faculty of the Queensland University of Technology, said that the difference between Duckworth-Lewis-Stern and the original Duckworth-Lewis is that the DLS starts adjusting the formula if scores get really high. This is an improvement for those high-scoring T20 and ODI matches. The pundits' analysis of the previous system proved it was flawed in the weighing of wickets. A team chasing a high target in dubious weather was better off playing conservatively and keeping wickets rather than being more aggressive in the run chase. Professor Stern has taken over from retirees Frank Duckworth and Tony Lewis as the ICC's rain formula overseer. The last World Cup held in Australia and New Zealand was flawed with the crude rain rule calculation, which left South Africa at the helm of achieving 22 runs from 1 ball. This came after South Africa needed 23 runs from 13 balls against England in the semi-final at the SCG before rain interrupted play.
Regional rugby action returns to the National Park in 4 days when Guyana clash with rival Barbados in NACRA's 15s match on March 7. Details in this report. The Barbados national rugby team will arrive in Georgetown on Friday, March 6. They will engage the Golden Jaguar Ruggers in a 15s qualifier match on Saturday, March 7 at the National Park. The Bajans will arrive with a 24-man team. The last time the two sides met was in 2013 at the Guyana National Stadium. Guyana won that encounter in a come-from-behind 27-0 to win 35-27, much to the surprise of the visitors. The final 15 to battle the visitors on Saturday will be known on Thursday. President of the GRFU, Peter Green, said that he is happy with the performance of the national ruggers who have been excelling at the national, regional, and international levels. Scrum time of the Giants on Saturday is 4 p.m. Guyana enlisted national basketball players in training for their home game in Bermuda in 8 days. We have the details in this report. A premium crop of 19 players was identified before the Road to Mecca tournament that commenced training 2 weeks ago.
The fact that the Bermuda series is the 10th to the 15th. I don't think we have that much time to be training because Bermuda has already started training. We want to be equally ready to match these people.
With the successful completion of the Road to Mecca, additional players will be identified for selection to the national team. Guyana is looking to field the best squad of local basketball players for this year's CBC season. Finding players for about 4 positions might be a bit of a bother for the selectors.
Well, nationally, we're going to have issues with the 4 and 5 positions, especially against Bermuda. But what we're going to do, we're going to work with what we have. The national coach has been working along with the on a nightly basis to find some quality bigs. I think pace setters themselves tonight have proven that they have at least 2 to 3. So we have a formal lineup to face Bermuda in March.
Guyana will take on Bermuda in 3 matches at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall on March 11, 12, and 14. And that concludes our sportscast for tonight. I'm Sean Embrack saying good night and bye now.